Okay, so we're going to start today from child's pose. So I'm going to ask you to find your blanket or your towel to protect your kneecaps. So you can have, if you like, your knees a little wider than your hip joints, or you can have it in line with your hips, whatever you like. So from this position, we're going to walk the hands forward and allow the chest and the elbows, the forearms, and especially the forehead to be resting either on your mat, on your hands, or if you need a block to bring the floor closer to your forehead, please do so. And have your elbows out to find some space in between the upper spine, the shoulder blades. And we're going to be taking a moment here to bring the awareness to the breath. And if you have your legs a little bit wider than your hips, you allow the belly to sink down in between your legs, your thighs, and you can experience the breath more freely there. Inhaling and exhaling. And taking your time to make any adjustments so your shoulders are relaxed. Your hips, your lower back. Just feel the breath. Notice how the spine lengthens and the muscles in between the spine, along the spine, are getting stretched in a very safe way. Deepen the breath slowly. And then from here, from Balasana, Child's Pose, slowly place the palms forward to come to a tabletop position. If you have your knees wider than the hips, please bring the knees right under the hips. This is the tabletop, making sure your wrists are under your shoulders and your knees are right under your hips. Let's move the spine slowly into the cat-cow and be gentle with this movement exhaling like a cat. Inhaling as a cow, drop the belly, look forward. Exhale through the nose, long and deep as you stretch the spine. And inhale, sink the belly, arch and look forward. And just keep moving at your own rhythm. Slowly warming up the muscles surrounding the spine, the muscles in between the rib cage. Breathing in and out. And then slowly return to tabletop now. Tuck the toes under and move the hips to the heels. Relax your forearms, elbows, and then place the forehead down towards the floor or the mat or the hands or your block as you stretch the ball of your feet. Breathing in and out. And inhale again, plant the palms forward, moving the chest to tabletop. Now top of the feet flat on the mat. From here again, cat cow, inhale, exhale, round the spine, belly in, chin in. Inhale, arch and look forward. Exhale, round into the cat. A couple more rounds, mobilizing the spine gently with the breath. And then slowly back to neutral position. Engage the core, extend your left leg back, and then flex and point, flex and point, flex and point, flex and point, flex and point. Left knee under your left hip. Now extend the right leg back and extend, engage the core, flex and point, flex right foot and then foot point, flex and point, flex and point, flex and point, and right knee under your right hip, rounding the spine like an angry cat. Slowly move the hips back to child's pose. Again, rest your forehead to your mat or to a block, elbows out, back to your breath. And slowly inhale, return back to tabletop position. Now, instead of having the finger tips pointing to the from the mat, we're going to rotate so the fingertips are going to be pointing to your knees. I'm going to rock slightly back and slightly forward, stretching the forearms, the posterior part of your forearms. Just move slowly back and forth. You don't have to go too deep to feel the stretch there. And then rotate the hands. Now fingertips facing to the front. Take a nice inhale, round the spine. Bring the hips to the heels, Balasana Child's Pose. This time, bring the arms down by your side as you relax your shoulders, elbows by your side, and then relax the hands, palm facing up. Take a moment. Lift the head, lift the chest, and now we're going to find our way to seated position. So same blanket to sit on the edge of your blanket, sitting comfortably here. Sukhasana, easy pose is how I'm sitting, but you can sit in your block if you need to. You can sit with your legs in front of you. Let's go on to bring the arms forward. We're going to flex the the palm and then bring the fingertips towards the floor. With your left hand, gently press the top of your right hand so that you're guiding your fingers towards your forearm. So we're stretching now the anterior part of your forearm and the joint of your wrist. Relax your right shoulder down. My right shoulder was like creeping up to my ear. We don't want that. Just release and feel the stretch here. And release and shake. Now, left palm forward and then fingertips towards the floor. With your right hand, gently press and guide those fingers towards the part of your forearm, the posterior part. And now we're stretching forearm on the top and the wrist. Release the left shoulder down. Breathing in and out. And release, let go, and shake, 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 shake. Now, palms, one touching the other one. We're going to slide the palms, flex the fingers, and make hook so you are holding from your fingertips and you're trying to pull those hands away. So you're just trying to pull those hands away. Keep your wrist straight so you're not flexing. Keep your wrist straight, and then slowly release, and then relax, relax, and shake, shake, shake your hands. And then make a fist and rotate those wrists, your fist in one direction, pointing to the opposite direction. And then shake, relax, relax, relax. Now grab your right wrist with your left hand and then gently pull, like imagine you're trying to separate your hand from your forearm, from your wrist, and just pull as you stretch that. And shake, shake, shake. We're going to grab now the left wrist with your right hand, and you're just like trying to separate as you pull that left wrist, so you're stretching that joint there. And again, release and shake, shake, shakes. And then open the fingers and close. Relax your elbows and your shoulders. Open, spread the fingers and close. Spread and close. Spread and close. And then slowly shake, shake, shake. Hands towards the floor, shoulders up, back and down. Hands to your thighs. Inhale, lift the chin up to the sky. Exhale, down to the chest. Rotate the head to the right and exhale to the left and down to the chest again. Same direction. Moving the neck. Inhaling and exhaling. And going to the opposite direction. And gently the head returns back to center. Now, palms up, place the palms to the base of your skull, and we're going to, and maybe you're holding from the back of your ears, and we're going to hook the thumb. So we're going to lift the head, like imagine you're going to try now to separate your head from your neck. So just a gentle traction here. Just feel the stretching of those muscles, breathing in and out. And then slowly release, and then hands down towards the knees. Inhale, chin up. Exhale, chin to the chest. Inhale, lift the chin, open the throat. And as you exhale, slowly chin into the heart. Just keep moving the neck up and down, the head with the breath. Exhaling as you drop into the chest. Inhale as you lift up towards the sky. Couple more rounds. And then slowly return the head back to neutral. Draw the chin slightly back into your chest. Soften the shoulders and right ear to your right shoulder. And exhale to the left. Inhale to the right. Exhale left. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale right. Exhale left. Return the head back to neutral again. Move the chin slightly back. Take a nice inhale. Look over to your right shoulder. Exhale to the left. Inhale to the right. To the left. Inhale to the right. Exhale to the left. Head back through center. Bring the hands to the back of your skull and bring the elbows in as you interlace the fingers to the back of the head and keep the spine upright. Exhale slowly. Guide the chin to your chest. Just breathe here. And don't press down. The weight of the hand should be enough to get that nice stretch again, those muscles connecting with the base of the skull. Slowly inhale, lift the head, elbows out, separate the hands, bring the hands down towards the floor, shoulders up, back and down, shoulders up, forward, down and back. Shoulders up to the ears, back and down, shoulders up to the ears, forward, down and back. And 2 or 3 more rounds going into the both directions, moving those joints on your shoulders, mobilizing the upper spine in between the shoulder blades. Slowly release. So release hands down and then bring the hands out to the side. Flex the elbows, bring the hands to your shoulders. Exhale, spread the arms down and towards the floor, palms facing up. Inhale, T position, flex the elbows, hands to touch your shoulders. Inhale, opening T, and then release it down. And inhale, flex, and hands to your shoulders, mobilizing the elbows and hands down. One more, up, flex and touch your shoulders. Spread the arms in T, and then slowly release them back and down. Hands to your thighs. Take a moment, soften the shoulders, soften your elbows, lift from the chest. Take a moment as you breathe in and out. Inhale, right arm goes up and overhead. Flex the elbow and grab your right elbow with your left hand and guide the right arm close to your right ear. Release the right hand in between your shoulder blades. Just breathe here. And release, arms to the side in T. Now cross the right arm across your chest, and with your left arm, hug your right arm, and then guide the left elbow high as your left shoulder, and then bring the right arm closer to your left shoulder. You should feel the stretch on the outside of your right shoulder. Drop the shoulder down, use your breath. And release, bring the arms out to the side. Now flex the right elbow and bring the right arm behind your back. So maybe your right hand is on the left side of your waist, and you're going to interlace the fingers, left hand and right hand, and elbow goes in, and then lower the left ear to left shoulder as you stretch one more time the right side of your neck. Keep both shoulders down, use your breath. Inhale the head back through center, release the hands down, bring the arms up and overhead, and exhale, soften arms all the way down as you exhale towards the floor. Shoulders up, back, and down. Now the left arm goes up and overhead, flex the left elbow, and place the left hand in between your shoulder blades. With your right hand, guide the left elbow closer to your left ear. And breathe here. Take your time. And let go, arms to the side. Now the left arm comes across your chest. With your right hand, hug your left arm, and the right elbow comes higher as your right shoulder. Then slowly press as you guide the left arm closer to your right shoulder. Holding position. Keep the breath flowing long and deep. Go back to the breath. Close your eyes. Go deep in. And release. Left arm goes out. Flex the elbow, rotate the arm so you bring the left arm behind you. Left hand comes to the right side of your waist, and then interlace both hands to the right side. Right elbow in, and then the right ear to right shoulder. Close your eyes again and breathe through the left side of your neck, going all the way down to the shoulder. Nice, easy breathing. Inhale, the head returns back to neutral. Release both hands. Sweep the arms out and up, reaching through the fingertips. And then slowly, hands down towards the floor, shoulders up, back and down. Place the hands behind you and do the crossing of the legs. Have your feet wider than the hips. Let's move the legs, the hips. We've been sitting for a while, so it's nice to move the legs and the hips from side to side again here. And back through center. Now, you're sitting, extend the legs in front of you. You have the hands behind you for support, and we're going to flex and point the feet. Flex and point, flex and point, flex and point. Separate the right foot slightly out, left foot slightly out, and we're going to bring feet in and out, in and out, in and out. Just notice that rotation is coming from the hip joints. Just a couple more rounds here. Then flex the knee, farmer's pose, hug into your legs and draw the chin into your chest. Take a moment. And slowly return back to tabletop. So let's come now to kneeling position. Take your blanket away from your mat, please. So tucking the toes under, we're going to press into downward dog. Lift the hips, heels towards the floor, chin to your chest. Heels up, knees down to tabletop. Engage the core, tuck the toes, keep the toes tucked. Lift into downward dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana, heels down. Inhale, heels up. Exhale, knees to the floor. One more. Inhale, straighten the legs, straighten and lower the heels down. Then walk your hands towards the back of the mat, towards your feet. And then slowly rounding the spine, heavy arms, heavy head. Let's all find our way to standing position. Welcome to Samastiti. Bring the hands to the heart, soften the elbows, lift the chest. Take a moment here to breathe and to connect back to the inhales and exhales, deepening the breath. We're going to hinge from the hips. We're going to move the hip joints. Inhale, arms out and up. Exhale, swan dive. Fall forward, hands towards the floor, Uttanasana. Inhale, bend the knees slightly, activate the core, bring the arms out to the side, standing up, arms overhead, move the hips forward, spine back, and inhale, neutral position. Exhale, fall forward, Uttanasana, swan dive. Bend the knees slightly, arms to T, engage the core, lift the chest, straighten the legs, arms overhead, move the hips forward and spine back through center. Exhale, fall forward, hands towards the floor, relax your neck. Bend the knees slightly, activate the core, arms to the side, lift and straighten. Arms overhead, move the hips forward, spine back, and back to center. One more time, fall forward as you exhale, Uttanasana. Bend the knees slightly, arms to the side, engage, straighten the legs, and lifting and moving the hips forward, arching, and hands to the heart center, Samastiti. Take a moment here, breathing in and out. Hands by your hips and lifting the heels up, bend and lower the heels down. Heels up and down. Strengthening those ankle joints, heels down, up and down, up, down, up and down. Hands to your waist. Bring the left foot back, top of the foot flat, and you press and lift the chest to stretch the front of your left ankle. Breathing in and out. And release left foot down. Now right foot goes back. Press gently as you stretch the front of your right ankle. And release right foot under your right hip. Moving arms overhead. Nice inhale. Flex the knee, flex the elbows, cactus arms, chair pose. Mobilizing hip joints and strengthening those knees. Inhale, reach. Exhale, flex and lower. Inhale, straighten. Flex and down. Cactus arms. Open those elbows. Lift the chest. Inhale, straighten. Flex the elbows. Open the chest. Bend and go down. Inhale, straighten both legs and reach. 3 more. Exhale, flex, open the chest, move the hips back. Inhale, lengthening. Flex and lower, mobilizing those knee cups, the knee joints. One more, inhale, up. And flex and lower. And hands towards the floor, Uttanasana. Straighten the legs, flex the knees. Inhale, straighten. Flex, drop the hips. Inhale, straighten. Flex, drop. 3 more. Same time we're moving the knee joints, we are stretching the back line of both legs as we straighten the legs. Relax your neck. 1 more. And then slowly release. Bend the knees slightly, holding from the opposite elbows. Allow the spine to grow taller, crown of the head pointing towards the floor. Nice, easy breathing here. Hands towards the hips, engage the core, lift the head, lift the chest, straighten both legs back to Samastiti. Hands to the heart center, elbows by your rib cage, back to your deep breath. And slowly lower the hands down by your hips. Now from here, we're going to have your feet wider than the hips, hands to your waist, and we're going to rotate the hips to the right, to the left, forward, and back. Some mobilization of the hip joints here from standing position. Bend the knees slightly so you have more fluidity, and that's movement. Moving in one direction and then going to the opposite direction. Moving the hip joints, the knee joints. Even the ankles are coming along with this movement, back through center, arms overhead, and exhale, fold forward, hands towards the floor. Or if you cannot reach the floor, remember you have your block, you can bring the block higher, bring the floor higher. So we're going to start by placing the left hand to the floor, bend the left knee, open and twist to the right, right hand down. Flex right knee, open and twist to the left. Exhale, straighten the leg, left hand down. Flex your left knee, twist to the right. Right hand down towards the floor. Flex right knee, open and twist to the left. Left hand down. One more time each side. Flex left knee, open to the right. Exhale, right hand down. Flex right knee, twist to the right. Back through center, rounding the spine. Heavy arms, heavy head, slowly. Bring the shoulders up to the ears, back and down. Hands to the heart. Take a moment. Use your breath. And slowly hands down by your hips and behind you. Interlace the fingers, straighten the elbows, guide the hands to your sacrum. Draw the chin to your chest and then engage the core slowly. Move the spine forward, move the hips back. Crown of the head is pointing towards the floor as you bring the hands up towards the sky. And just opening, stretching the front of your shoulders. Bend the knees, hands to your sacrum, straighten the legs, separate the hands and straighten the legs up and overhead, hands to the heart center. Take a moment, 3 full breaths here. And hands down towards the hips. Now, right foot bent, at the right knee bent, bring the right foot to make the left foot and then facing to the front of your mat. With the next inhale, arms forward, up and overhead, reaching through the fingertips, nice long spine. Exhale, forward and hands towards the floor to Uttanasana. From here, walk your hands to downward dog. Have your feet wide as your hips, shoulders back and down, chin to your chest. Take a nice inhale, heels up, knees towards the floor, top of the feet flat on the mat, and let's move to Balasana, child's pose, to rest and breathe. Nice inhales and sweet exhales. Take a moment. And then from here, back to tabletop. So from tabletop, let's move hip joints. We're going to extend the left leg back, flex the left knee, cross it over your right leg, move the hips back. Try not to lean to one side. Try to move the hips evenly back and then back through center. Left leg goes back and up, flex, cross it over, move the hips back towards the heels. Inhale to table, extend your left leg back and up, flex the knee, cross it over, and move the hips back. One more, inhale back to table, extend your left leg back and up, flex, cross it over, and then walk your hands closer to your knees to release the forearms and elbows down, and then draw the chin into your chest. Kind of like a shoelace position here, opening and stretching the outside of your left hip joint. Moving back to table, your left leg goes back and up. Flex the left knee, step forward and slide the right knee back. Let's open out the front of your left hip joint. Left hand down to your left side, move the chest away, elbows by your rib cage, and the pelvis and the hips are moving to the front. Hold and breathe. Now we're opening the front of the right hip flexor. And both hands down, bring the left knee back. If you need to protect your knees, you're welcome to bring the blanket back to your mat. So now tabletop position. It's time to extend the right leg back and up, flex the right knee, cross it over, move the hips back. Back to table, right leg goes back and up, flex, cross it over, and hips evenly moving to the heels. Inhale to table, right leg back, flex, cross, move back. One more. Inhale to table, right leg goes back, flex, cross. Then walk your hands closer to your knees to release elbows, forearms, and forehead towards the floor or towards the block. You should feel the stretch on the outside of your right hip joint. Close your eyes and breathe here. And slowly move back to tabletop. Extend the right leg back and lower the left knee down. Now the left leg goes back and up, flex, step forward with the right, no, sorry, it's the other leg. Right leg goes forward, left knee goes back, hands to your right thigh, elbows by your rib cage, and move the hips to the front. Now stretching the front of your left hip joint. Drawing the shoulders back, lifting from the chest, and keep moving the pelvis and the hips towards the floor, towards the front of the mat. Nice, easy breathing. And slowly lower both hands down. Right knee comes to meet your left knee, and let's all move to child's pose again to take a moment to rest, to stretch and breathe. And lift the head, lift the chest, bend the elbows. And from tabletop, we're going to lower the chest, the belly, the hips, straighten the legs. And let's come to lower the forehead towards the mat or turn the head to one side. Reverse Shavasana to rest and breathe. If you have the head to one side, slowly pick up the head and turn it over to the opposite side. Keep breathing and resting. Now forehead towards the mat. Have your hands by your rib cage, legs and feet together. We're going to come into cobra position with neck and knee movement at the same time. So the hands are there for support. Remember, when you lift, you don't lift the chin. You keep your neck neutral, gazing towards the floor when you come up. Inhale, lift, look over to left shoulder, flex your left knee. Release foot down, chest, forehead down. Inhale, come into cobra. Look over to right shoulder, flex your right knee. Foot down, head to neutral, forehead down as you exhale. Inhale, lift the head, chest, flex your left knee, look over to left shoulder. Lower foot down, chest, forehead down. Coming to cobra, inhale, lift, look over to right shoulder, flex your right knee. Foot down, chest down, forehead down. One more time each side. Inhale, lift into cobra, look over to left shoulder. Foot down, chest down, head down. One more. Inhale, lift, flex, look over to right shoulder. Foot down, chest down, forehead down. Press the palms against the floor. Lift the head, the chest, belly, pelvis. Bend the knees, and let's all back to child's pose to relax the spine. Just take a few round of breath here, counterbalancing that back bend. And lift the head and the chest. Drop the hips to one side and the legs to the front. So have your blanket now to the opposite side. So when we go down, your neck and head are protected. We're on the opposite side. Have your block handy here. With the feet wide as your hips, draw the chin into the chest, rounding the spine. Gently lay the spine one vertebra at a time, down, down, down towards the floor. Take a moment here. Slide the heels under your knees with the feet wide as your hips. Take a moment and just breathe here. And then hug your left thigh into the chest, straighten your left leg up, flex and lower. Inhale, straighten, flexing down, mobilizing the knee joint. Up to the sky, flexing down. Up to the sky, flexing down. Just 2 more rounds. Flex the left foot, the left knee, place the left foot on top of your right thigh with both hands holding from the shin or from the hamstrings. Just hold here. And again, work through the breath to open the outside of your left hip joint. And release left foot down, hugging from the hamstring of your right leg. Inhale, straighten, flex and release. Up to the sky, flexing down. Up to the sky, flex and lower, 2 more. Moving that kneecap, knee joint. Now flex, place the right foot on top of your left thigh, holding from the hamstring or the shin. Keep both hips even. And release, let go. Now place both feet down, grab the block, pick up the pelvis and the hips, slide the blocks to level 1, the lowest level, and your sacrum. So right there, not in your lower back, by your sacrum. Just when you feel strong and stable, bring the legs up to the sky and then rotate the ankles in one direction again, mobilizing the joint of your ankles. Both are cracking like crazy in this direction and then going into the opposite direction. And these directions, they seems to be fine. Then flex and point, flex and point, flex and point, flex and point, and then arms open in T position. Relax your legs there. Your legs should be feeling a little bit heavy and light at the same time. Just enjoy this. Legs up to the ceiling. Feet are soft, toes of your feet are relaxed. So are your ankles, your calf muscles, your knees, your thighs. Open the legs a little bit wider now. Flex the knee, lower the feet down, wider than the hips. Pick up the pelvis and the hips and take the block from underneath you. Release the spine down, hug yourself, stretch your lower back. And you can rock from side to side if you feel like having a gentle massage there in your sacrum and your lower back. Also, you are massaging your upper spine. It feels good. And then back through center, lower the feet down together. Open the right knee down, arms in T position. Open the right knee out. Bring the right knee up. Exhale, open the left knee out. Inhale, left knee up. Open the right knee out. Inhale, right knee comes back up. Exhale, drop the left knee out. Inhale through center. Exhale to open the right. Inhale through center. Exhale to open the left, back through center, then open both knees out and guide the sole of the feet into each other. And try to bring the heels closer to your pelvic floor, hands to your belly, elbows out, chest is open, and just breathe here through the inner thighs, the joint of your hips. Try to relax the glutes, the inner thighs. Then slowly bring the right leg up, bring the right arm up with your leg, and then all go to the left side on your left side. From here, keep the knees together. Bring the right arm up, open and twist. Look over to your right. Right arm goes up to the sky. Right hand comes to touch your left hand. Mobilizing the joint of your shoulders and neck. Inhale, arm up, and drop the arm into you. Look over to your right shoulder. Right arm comes up to the sky, and then you come all the way to your left side again. Inhale, float the arm up to the ceiling, open and twist, open the chest, look over to your right hand. Inhale, follow the movement of the hand with your gaze. Bring the right hand to touch your left hand. From here, bring the arm up and then open and twist and hold it there. Open both shoulders, relax your, especially your right shoulder down. And just breathe here into this twist. Now slowly bring both knees up to the ceiling. Pick up the pelvis, the hips, align your spine into a bridge pose, and then slowly release it down, 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 down. Hug yourself, bring the thighs into the chest. Make sure your hips and your spine are both aligned. And then slowly release down towards the floor. Left arm goes up to the sky, roll over to your right thigh. You are onto your right side. Now the left arm goes up to the ceiling and then open in a twist. Look over to your left hand. Inhale, follow the left hand, the gaze, bring the arm up to the sky. Left hand touches your right hand. Inhale, flow the left arm up to the sky, open and twist to the left. Look over to your left hand, over to your left hand. Inhale, follow the movement of the hand, and then place the left hand to touch your right hand. Two more. Inhale, flow the arm, follow the gaze, open in a twist. Inhale, arm up to the sky to touch your right palm. Now we're going to float the left arm up to the sky, open and hold it into the twist. Relax your left shoulder down. Close your eyes and just breathe through this. And inhale slowly. Both legs are coming back through center. Feet down. Pick up the pelvis. Pick up the hips. Align your spine into a nice bridge. When you feel the spine is in line, slowly lower it down towards the mat. Hug yourself. Give yourself a gentle hug here. Stretch your lower back. Breathing in and out. And then slowly lower the feet down wide as your hips, hands to your belly, elbows out. Take a moment, 2 or 3 round of breath. Feet off the mat, open the knees wider than the hips, feet up, happy baby, holding from the ankles or outside of your feet. Draw the chin into the chest. You can hold still here, or you can rock from side to side again to give a massage of your spine, the back of your lower back, the sacrum. Just rock here. Back to neutral position. Release the feet down wide as your mat. Arms into position. Now we're going to rock your legs again, but this time from side to side into windshield wiper. And we're rocking the head in opposite direction where your legs are going. Just move slowly from side to side. Back to neutral position. Now please straighten your right leg to the right corner of the mat and then cross your left leg over to your right ankle. Arms overhead. Grab your left wrist with your right hand. Take a nice inhale. Keep the elbows flexed. And as you exhale, the spine moves to the right. So we have a lateral stretch there. Release your left elbow down. Return the spine back to neutral. Separate the legs. Left leg goes to the left corner. Right leg goes across your left ankle. Grab your right wrist with your left hand. Take a nice inhale. And as you exhale, the spine moves to the left. Release the right elbow down and get your right lateral stretch here. And slowly the spine back through center and do the crossing of the legs. Extend the arms overhead and reach through the fingertips. Reach through the point of your feet, your toes. Reach, reach, reach. And then flex the feet and point. Flex and point. Flex and relax. Adjust your hips, adjust your spine. Take a nice inhale. Bring the arms somewhere in between your hips and shoulders. Make any adjustment in your upper spine, your shoulder blades, your hips. Take a nice inhale and exhale side out. Again, side out. One more. Close your lips, close your eyes, return to your regular breathing pattern. Now you are in your final pose. This is Shavasana. Welcome to your relaxing state as I guide you through some relaxing eyes are closed. We're going to pay attention to all our joints. So bring the attention to all your toes and just wiggle, wiggle, wiggle the toes. And then bring the attention to the feet, the sole of the feet, And bring now the attention to your ankle joints. And if you feel like you need to move them, just do some movement, but it's okay just to stay still and try to direct some relaxation on those ankle joints. Soften the shins and the calf muscles. And then you'll direct your attention to your knee joints, front and back. And try to soften any tensions on your ligaments, tendons, muscles surrounding the knee joints. Going up into the quads and the hamstrings, release them. Relax your glutes, and now go into the pelvis, pelvic floor, and we pause in the hip joints. Try to relax again, tendons, ligaments, muscles connecting the hip joints. Softening all the muscles on your lower back, middle back, upper spine, and shoulder blades. Relaxing the belly, all other internal organs surrounding and being protected by your rib cage. Softening the muscles of your rib cage, your chest, and your heart. Guide the attention now to your shoulders joints, releasing any tension there. Take the time if you need to move the shoulders a little bit. Softening the upper arms, front and back. Taking the time now to notice your elbows joints. Going down to your forearms, front and back. And then into your wrist joints. Relax them. Allow them to release down towards the mat. Softening the palms and all your fingers. And from the top of the shoulders, front and back of the body, all the way down to your fingertips, all the way down to the sole of the feet. Take a moment to allow your body to sink down into a deep relaxation state. Soften the throat. Relax the muscles of your neck. Release your jaw, your chin. Allow your tongue to rest down to the base of your mouth as you soften the teeth, and you can explore and feel the inner part of your mouth. Your lips are slightly open, your nose is relaxed, so are your cheekbones in both ears. Your eyeballs are sinking down to your eye sockets as you are softening your eyelids. You're relaxing your eyebrows, in between your eyebrows, your forehead, and the top of your head. Now, from the crown of the head all the way down to the sole of the feet, front and back of your entire body, inch by inch, is melting down. All your joints are feeling open and relaxed. With your next inhale, please. Bring the arms overhead and point your toes and grow taller one more time as you reach, 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 reach. And exhale, you release the arms down by your side. You rock your head gently from side to side. Wiggling toes, wiggling fingers, ankles, and wrists to just take a moment to bring movement slowly back to the body. And then hug yourself. Roll over to your right side. And very, very slowly, the head comes last. Let's all sit together in a comfortable position where the spine is upright. We're not holding tension in the shoulders or the muscles of the face and the jaw. We're going to take the time here to bring the attention to the pelvic floor. And from there, the inhalation is going to extend all the way to the front of the body. Keep inhaling up to the crown of the head. And as you exhale, allow the exhalation to drip down to the entire length of the spine and going all the way down to the pelvic floor. And inhale again, reaching through the front of the body, all the way up the inhalation to the crown of the head. And you let the exhalation to go down to the spine and just keep breathing as you circle yourself with this pattern of deep inhales and full exhale. And slowly return to your regular breathing pattern as you bring the hands together close to your heart. Just keep watching the movement of the breath. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And we are asking for peace, peace, and more perfect peace. The peace we all need within our hearts and our minds. The peace we all need as we interact to our lives, to our daily lives, and the peace our natural world needs everywhere. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And I thank you all very much for being here today, practicing yoga. Namaskar. Thank you.